Man, I look fine as fuck with Jolly Ranchers in my system, and I look like a Tom Cruise. You'll get some coffee. You can come back to Swallow Hollow when you come back. Don't get lockjaw with the fucking coffee. I got a booger. Shit. Hey, I'm on national TV here, and I'm just letting you know, wax on, wax off doesn't work. When you want to learn how to irk and jerk, you come to Joe Bellamy School where you flirt. I lay it down, I pipe it around, I make you leave town because you find out I tore your shit up. You fell in love, I told you what the situation was in the first place, and you still came. I said, dude, I'm not ready for a relationship, and you still came with your purple hair, and then you go back to Texas, and you told me, oh, I'm sober, I run a halfway house. This is a story that happened to me, okay? I was joking about the first part, being an idiot. It's a beautiful looking girl, right? Whatever, purple hair. I had a fucking fetish for her for some reason because she was like a freak, like a reverse metalhead, more like a Pop-Tart. She looked like a sexy Pop-Tart with a vagina. So I was like, I'm gonna pop this tart. I'm gonna tow her Texas ass. Bitch did 18 years in prison. She don't tell me she just did federal prison. Her man was black. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fucking this white girl that's with this crazy guy from Texas. I don't know how they do it in Texas, but I know they don't find your body in Texas. So I said, are you not married? She's like, no, I'm not married. I'm like, all right. She's like, listen, we're both adults. Your wife cheated on you. You guys are done. So I said, all right, whatever. I told my dad, go outside, Dad. Let me hit this real quick. He's like, what? I said, bro, you see her. I do it for you. Go outside for a minute. He's like, what? I said, listen, you're 69. I'm 43. I still got it. Trust me. Watch her come back for next time. Bro, she comes back the next day. But then she's not sober, and that's what pisses me off. So she's all pretty and shit, thinking she's tough. Like those women, they go down on you and they say, oh, you got a big penis. And I'm like, all right, no big deal. I've heard that before. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe it's a shake. Maybe it's 7.5 inches. I don't know. But you tell me what you want to tell me. And then she gets on top, bro, and I swear to God, it was like 5 minutes. She's like, I'm tired. I was like, are you serious? I go, bro, I have sex all the time. I just went through something where I didn't have sex. I mean, are you sure? I flipped her over and she's like, oh my God, that's how I want every time you make me come. I'm whatever. I'm like, okay, good. Call me up next time. Everything's fine. Bro, this girl comes to my house and steals some drugs from me, bro. I didn't even know she did. Her sister is the head of these halfway houses. She calls me and she goes, I knew Joe Bellamy. You were involved. I'm like, why the fuck am I involved in this? What? I didn't get your sister pregnant, wear condom. And I didn't dye her fucking hair purple. She came like that. So anyway, she looked like a fucking strawberry shortcake that came out of some fucking pimp hole, but had a nice looking body, and she laughed her ass off. And I was like, God damn, this is a cool girl to hang with. Well, she's fucking on drugs and shit. And I got blamed for it. She robbed me, went home. She was testing the other girls, and that was the end of the story. She says, you want her? No, I don't want her. I don't want no drug addict. Not to say, I don't do it once in a while. I don't dibble dabble. But the thing is, I'm doing it for my sanity right now. Okay? I'm going through a lot. So back with the Anunnaki, right? I don't even know why I was talking about strawberry shortcake and what happened that day. Oh, because that was the first time I had sex after my wife cheated on me. For the 5th time I find out. She left me. Jesus Christ. We have 4 beautiful kids. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But I think my electrocution, because that's where it all started. But let's not get into that. She's a great woman. Still my friend. We don't speak because it's hard for me to talk to her because all you're asking me, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Not, Joe, how's your day? How's your dick been? I missed it. That's what you say to me all the time. This guy's got a little dick with a pearl. Yes, he's bisexual. I told you what his wife said when he came up with a black eye. You're with the fucking guy that has a pearl in his dick because he sticks it in asses too. That's okay. You go with him because he makes $30 an hour. I don't care. You're complaining about my dick that made you come. This guy can't make you come. He can't make you hum. He can't do anything with a thumb, a double finger, a twist. Oh my God. Jump back, kiss myself, swallow, holla, bing, bang. I'm the guy with the squirt technique where I get you right before you squirt, so I make you think, oh my God, because I knew you weren't my soulmate after something you did that I caught you with many years ago, but I knew you were supposed to have children with you and I loved you. That's why I didn't make you squirt like I made this one girl squirt recently. Anyways, the Anunnaki are the fallen angels, and I got into that in one of my one videos, but the thing is, I don't know if YouTube's gonna allow it to go up, and I should have started off with the spiritual stuff instead of strawberry shortcake, cheating, and all this shit, because I want to get into the spiritual world we're dealing with right now. Why the pedophiles are all on the loose and they're getting in trouble. Why the pedophiles in California have a law to go there where they can do it legally. Why? Because they're trying to bring what they call the end times. You got to build a temple first. This is all symbolic, okay? This is a spiritual dimensional warfare that we are in the third dimension. We are gods. We were created by the Creator. We're demigods. They say in the Bible we're just lower than angels. No, we're above most of the angels because they have to obey and listen to us. Truthfully, they cannot harm us. Now, the fallen angels were very jealous. Why in God's name? I'm made out of fire. Lucifer, I'm the most beloved. No, you weren't. Possibly your brother Christ was the most beloved. That's who he was, the begotten son, because he was created from that. You were created from fire, Lucifer. You're I think he was a Sephirin or a some type of cherub mixed with the serpent type of lizard, scaly, beautiful, colored like rainbow. Because what I think is, Lucifer sent somebody that was a serpent from the serpent race that came before to earth, that became, they had wings, and they were a breed of an I would say lower dimensional vibration being that fed off fear, that feeds off children. That Moloch is the actual entity or the demonic lizard breed of the fallen angels' children, because they crossbred with them. They became fucking dinosaurs. That was out of control. That wasn't working out. Started doing with the humans. We're gonna do with the humans. We want to corrupt this creation God did. Well, guess what? Moses, people don't realize, he wasn't pure. He didn't sin. Yes, he did sin. His bloodline was pure. It was not tainted by the serpent in the garden, who Adam first had Lilith, who became the mother, who is also the what? Succubus, right? Incubus, succubus. She has the male and female attributes, because that's where the Illuminati and all that get that. Well, she's the mother of demons. When she takes your seed in your sleep and you have that dream, you and your mind are now on a different plane spiritually with this entity, possibly on a different level, but you're protected because you're in your protection, because your spirit has protection around it, force field. That is what you call, they say, your aura. The pituitary gland also has a third eye, so it sees things before it. That's why you get them in your dream, things that you should have saw during the day, but they were spiritual, and you'll dream something real weird. Like, man, what the hell was that? I thought I saw a guy run by and disappear. That was a weird dream. Or, damn, did that guy just walk and disappear? And things like that do happen. There are people from other dimensions that jump in and out that God created, that are here to help us, here to hurt us. You got people from the future coming in. Bro, now there's no time. They made this a prison planet when Satan became the ruler. Job, Satan says, God goes, where'd you come from? I'm coming from the earth, and this and that, right? So Satan has to have free will to go up to heaven. He's just had control over earth. That's what he wanted. That's what he was down there doing. So he kept saying, God said, tempt my servant Job. Job, it's a bad dude. That guy lost his whole family. And trust me, I'd have been cussing God out. I cussed God out for getting cheated on by my wife, let alone all my cattle that made me rich, and all my kids died, and my 50 wives that I can have, because back then you got 50 wives. It's a lot of ass to be mad at that died, and then my main wife dies, and then I'm getting sores on me like I'm a leopard, like I'm cursed somehow. Like, why would God allow that? Why is the God of that time different now? Well, it's not that he's different. Certain things had to happen for all this to line up. So when you see things, you're like, well, that was mean. No, he had to show him that no matter what you got, because he was Lucifer at the time. You cannot get him. You can't kill him. You can take everything from him but his life. He told God, he says, why have you forsaken me? I mean, I love you, blah, blah. And God gave him, I think it was 7 times 7 or something, the amount. And I used to know the Bible, man. My brain's all messed up. Because I study ancient writings now that are so in depth that it's beyond that. Like, there's more to what is being said. Because when you get it in English, it's garbage. Like, use dinosaur in Hebrew is like whale, or in Aramaic, I'm sorry, is like the ancient writings, the original language that Christ spoke on cross when he said to God, Adonai, and he told him, he said, why have you forsaken me? He says it in the language only God knew what he was talking about, and only a few that walked the planet were taught the old language. Because during the Babylon time, and they tried to do the Tower of Babel, which I think was some kind of Stargate. Because why? You're not going to heaven and building. We can't do it. So it's got to be some kind of Stargate or some kind of thing that allows you to leave Earth when you're not allowed to. You're supposed to be here for whatever reason. We're supposed to be here, right? I think we all knew we were coming here. I think we chose to come here. I think right now they are doing a lot to speed up the timeline because they have the ability to use people, and the CIA has been doing this because they all have been into demonic witchcraft. I mean, Aleister Crowley is one of the most demonic people out there, man. And dude, he's teaching the CIA. I mean, Illuminati, he pretty much told them everything. And then you got Moloch, who is an entity right now, who's from the serpent family, who also has wings, who is a demigod, because you give him power. You give anything power. That's why you don't, I'm not saying nothing against Catholics, but you don't pray to Mary. You don't pray to, you pray to who you're supposed to pray to, right? There's only 2 people that I know that the Bible from ancient time, they're writing, to new time. I've never seen a Catholic Bible until the Catholics came along and they put their Bible together. They got a couple books that you don't even know about, that I know about, like King David, Poison the Dragon. Did you even know there's dragons back then? Well, the Catholics said you know about it. So guess what? There was dinosaurs back then too. So the whale spit up Jonah. There's metaphors and things that Jesus spoke about that were so important. Where would you build your house? On sand? Rock? Solid ground? What would you do? Solid ground, right? You put rocks around your house, but you want you're on solid ground. Why? So don't throw a stone at somebody and sit there and judge them because you have a house of glass yourself with sin, because it's just going to turn around and show and reflect on everything about you. Because you forget, when you act a certain way, we all know it's a projection of what you're going through, and when you're projecting out at somebody else, right? I'm on Jolly Ranchers and I'm going to let it rip. So I was pretty funny earlier, but I'm kind of coming down off my Jolly Rancher, and I'm talking about religious stuff because I'm starting to realize that shit's getting crazy, and Trump was put there for a reason, and they're going to come after that poor guy. And that's why he's got his own Secret Service. Listen, Trump is an insider, and he's been in the loop for a while with the white hats. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the 20-year back jump. I was in a jump, all right? I was next to, when I was younger, I was taken in a craft that I thought were aliens, what they were, but they were more like hologram, but also robotic. So they were, 2 of them were real, the rest were all, I guess, holograms, right? They play with your mind, right? So all of a sudden I got taken, and I was talked to by a 7-foot being, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy looking at me for? Looks like he wants to eat me. He's a lizard. And I'm thinking, man, that's this guy. That's what they're talking about in the Bible. This guy right here. So he's talking, but he's not moving his mouth. He's looking at me like he's going to eat all of us. But he's being normal to everybody, I guess, because they're all in line to do some kind of 20 and back thing, or they're working together because they went a separate way. And then I don't know. I think I was in an elevator, and I think Barack Obama was Saddam Obama something, and then you had somebody else there. Barack was going to fucking Mars. Somehow I got stuck going to Mars instead of some moon, or our moon or another moon I was supposed to go to or something. And somehow I was trained, and they told me something about 20 years and back. So that's all I remember. I get there and there's a beautiful blue woman. I'm like, damn, there's some fine bitches here. I don't know if it was just a trip. Did I drink some Jolly Ranchers on the way here? Did fucking Obama give me some shit? I'm tired to slip one because he thought I was gonna do one of those show Obama things. I'm not into that, I told him. Know about you and you're swinging, man, with that shit. They all like that. They all into that shit, bro. They're all with that fucking craziness with the devil, bro. The anal and the penetration. If you know in the Roman days, they did it to the slaves, males too. They would take a gladiator, okay, to diminish him, to break him, and tell him, you're gonna sleep with that woman there, and now you're a big tough guy, but now you're gonna get a guy, get you banging you right there, and now you get degraded. Now you're gonna go out there and you're gonna lose. Because now they took something from you. They took your innocence of what you were. If you're not that way and it was taken from you, you're weakened a little bit because you lose faith now in yourself. Who are you? Or the God, the creator, right? So you got powers back then that they knew about, that they hid from us, that the Illuminati got. That's why they can do all this stuff with signs and things they throw at us, and they can tell us ahead of time in movies, because they got to. It's part of the thing. God's not gonna allow something to happen. Like, he's not gonna allow Bill Gates to sneak the chip into us because we have to take it willingly. I'll take it willingly. You put a chip in there, I didn't know it was in there. That's on you, because we're fighting if it's a chip in there and it's 666. Because if you look at the Pope, his hat says 999. When he faces the mirror, it turns into 666 because they're demonic. I'm sorry to tell you, the Catholic Church is demonic. They have a chamber under the fucking church that I know about. I had an outer body experience. I went there with one of the archangels. If you see, I do have King Solomon symbols on me. I do astral project. I am not joking around, Jolly Ranchers or not. It feels like once you're out of your body, you're on 1,000 Jolly Ranchers. Swear to God. It's biggest higher life. You're like, whoa, everything's bright. And you're like, okay, where's everybody? And then you look around and everybody's looking at you stupid because they're not even knowing you're there because you're out of your body. And then finally you see something and it's like your ego or demonic being. And that's where I lost my anger. I never told you about it in prison. On my first out-of-body experience. We're not telling you who she is because she couldn't get the wink when we get home and nobody's gonna know about her. It's because maybe someday I might think about having a little girl, because I think that's gonna calm me down, because now the problem with my boys is driving me crazy. I think I might take her little girl and make her my little girl, adopt her and make her Chinese, like, you know, because I don't want the father to come take her, and we're gonna like say, what are you gonna do? We're gonna say she came from the Philippines. Dos de pinga maricón. I don't want that type of oatmeal, man.
Pancake.
Pancake? I told you that I don't try to make me no sweet fucking faggot cake. I don't want no pancakes. We're back here in Sweetland where they gave me a Jolly Rancher in the ass. And I said, now that it's there, I can have it. And before I walked out the door, oh my God, you got air. This girl knows my heart, okay? It's not food because I cook, okay? You don't cook, motherfucker, because I'll tell you stink. And to get the fuck out of my kitchen. But I need you to chop some shit up because you gotta put in on it. Can't fucking, what the fuck is this thing saying? I ain't got no time. Fucking A, bro. Okay, we got time. All right. Dude, I don't care. I'm about to go get some pee-pee. Wait. Okay, anyways, so as you see him coming down from the Jolly Rancher, it may see him going up, but if you got my first video, bro, and I could post it, I got it on YouTube, bro. I'm telling you, I do stand-up comedy, bro. You get me on some Jolly Ranchers, I will fucking make you laugh, because I studied the techniques my whole life of Eddie Murphy and all these people. Then I worked at Uncle's Funny Comedy Club, and I was packing one of the girls here to Jerry. I wound up marrying like a dumbass, and she robbed me when I went to. I don't know. I rob people. I marry people that I fall in love with because I see the good in them, and I see they went through what I went through, and people don't understand them why they are. Like, I didn't have a mom. Thought having sleep with everybody, they loved me. Then I realized, no, that's not the way to do it. Even though they wanted it, I was like, okay, they must care about me, because they came to me most of the time. The only time I come to you is like I'm rolling and I'm rapping. Like I told a story a little while ago. my friend Luke, he's all fucked up, rolling and shit, and he's on acid too. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing? And I swear to God, it's like they called up these ants and they said, hey, Bunker 2109764 Tree 32, where Luke Parsons is about to get down there, have 2,000 big fucking fire ants, motherfuckers on steroids, about to fuck out of this boy. He thinks he's an Indian and he thinks he's gonna be there doing a powwow. We're gonna shut this shit down tonight. Well, Luke told me straight up that acid and rolls turn you into some kind of superhero, because this kid got bit by 2,000 of those fucking bark ants. That one of them would put me on my ass and I'd be crying, mommy, come get me. Because a wasp does that to me. And I have my kid come kiss it, the boo-boo. Because I wouldn't even, you know, I didn't have kids back then, thank God. Because they would all be in fire ants. And Luke would be on fire. And Uncle Luke on fire and fire ants. Like, my kids would be traumatized. Jesus Christ. Some of the things I went through, I'm thinking, like, and the Jolly Ranchers? And the Jolly...
That's called trolling. Tripping and rolling.
Trolling?
Trolling.
I might have been trolling. Because they got me good. These two girls, they go, look, hey, those two girls are gonna go kiss and freak out. So I'm thinking, all right, that's what I'm about. You know, I'm 2-on-1, I'm down. I had that a couple times. One friend of mine, I'm not gonna mention because he's a cop, he's married to her now, but my birthday, her and this other girl, I'll mention that one because I don't care. Her last name was Parada, but it's not the Christie, it's the older sister, and her pussy smelled like rotten fucking cottage cheese. And I said, get the fuck off me. Lucky I was wearing a condom. It's my birthday. You ain't gonna try me. So I got my homegirl on me that knows what she's doing, and I actually kissed her and made the other girl look stupid. Like, I started making out with her, like, hey, I'm gonna make love to this bitch right now. She got some stank pussy. She wants to come over with that fucking raunch shit and say, whose pussy smell? Bitch, you don't want your pants off. Well, I'm a dick. It's my birthday, and you want to give me fucking blowed up cock. You want to give me cotton cheese on my dick for my fucking birthday? The fuck's wrong? You know how much pussy I get in my lifetime? This is why I fucking do the fucking vinegar thing that the kids told me back in the day, joking around, put vinegar in a female. She jumps, there's a problem. I don't do that. I do the little sniff. And I act like I'm kissing. I go down there and I play for a second. You know, I act like I'm gonna go there, and you might move your hand, I like, because you don't want me to do it. But then also you let me go, and I'm there. I get enough just to come back up and go, and you don't know I'm doing that. And if I get a whiff of Titan, I'm the fuck out. I'm getting up going, oh my God, it's way too early. Jesus Christ, just touch me, the Holy Spirit. I'm out of there, because I am not getting fucked again. That was yuck mouth, pussy, ass. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was something that died. She never got rid of it. I'm sorry. You had a demon in your vagina and you gave birth to it almost on my penis, because when I saw the 2 feet hanging out, I said, Jesus Christ, she's giving birth. She doesn't even look like she has a baby in her. And the thing had horns, and it got up and it said, fuck you, and ran. I gotcha. Now you're part of me. I said, wait a minute. You didn't.
No, you didn't.
I said, you didn't fucking touch me. It was a fucking leprechaun that jumped out of her vagina. Them fuckers smell, bro. So I had that vagina, I fucked up. That leprechaun was up there tearing that shit up, bro. But that gold, he got the gold all up in there, brother. I'm talking about leprechaun gold stinks. Because when she started shaking it looked like a stripper, like money coming out. But it came out of her vagina, it was like fucking gold coins. And the fucking guy's like, give me my money. I'm like, dude, you were just in her vagina for a week, bro. Give her a break. I mean, I almost lost my mind over there, and I realized that you're smelly ass up there. You haven't showered. You're fucking drinking whiskey. You guys are all fucked up. I didn't even know they're fucking real, but they are real, and they come out of vaginas that smell. So if you smell vagina that smells, it's a leprechaun in that bitch with gold coins. Wait, because you're about to get rich. Just put something on your nose, sit back, put some lemonade, chill, put some TV on. Girl, chill, don't worry about it. We good and shit. When the leprechaun jumps out, you fucking gotta do this fucking spell. It's right here with the King Solomon. See right there? Yeah, you gotta surround them, because they are like tricksters. They're like kind of like the jinn, that the genie thing. Okay. They try to get out. They give you 3 wishes and they trick you, right? Okay. So the jinn are demonic beings too, but they're also made from fire, right? So, but they came from another realm. They were here before.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Pretty much, bro. I mean, how do I say this, bro? I say this. There was a lot going on before the angels and Earth came here. There was archons were a totally different. Like I would say they're more like okay. I would say Lilith gave birth to the archons first, then the demonics, because the way she's a succubus, that's what they do. They come around you and they feed off you. And if you have the ability and the sight of your third eye and you stop doing drugs, and you did like I did for years, I can see shit on people and know they're hurt, sick, something's on them. And it's not because I got ADD or got electrocuted. Maybe the electrocution helped me out, but I can see things that other people can't. But at the same time, I can't see shit she can see. I ignore shadow people that walk by because I don't want to talk to them. I know she sees them. I watch her look at them. I get a blowjob, and I said, look the other way, dude. I'm getting a blowjob by this girl. And she don't know I'm talking to the shadow guy that she's having a problem with, that's chasing her. Anyways, these are beings that are interdimensional, that they live in between, and they look just like us to the fucking person next to them. What are you beeping? Why are you beeping like that? I'm trying to talk about the... All right, anyways, man, Satan tried to corrupt the bloodline by, once he had the serpent trick him, then Satan came in as the serpent, because he can become a dog or anything. So he had another serpent being that's a race that are now demonic, who do have wings, who are the bloodline of the Illuminati, just so you know. That's where that bloodline comes. They're not Anunnaki. They're not fucking, they don't got angel blood. They got demonic blood. They don't have no angel blood in them at all. Meaning they are gonna be done. They're cloning each other, doing whatever they want to do. They want to mess with children. Is horrible. I'm not trying to joke about that because I have children. I think it's disgusting. But these guys are trying to speed the timeline up, thinking that if they get Christ off guard, how's Christ going to be off guard? When he was the Word was with God when it was created. So creation came through him. So how would Christ not know what's going on? He's coming back with vengeance. He's not coming back to say, hi, hey, Lucifer, we're just going to take you down to the gates of hell. No, he's coming back for fighting and vengeance. These are going to be spaceships. They're going to be things that you didn't know what chariots are in the sky. Come on, bro. They didn't have planes back then. So when they're saying, when in Daniel, Raphael comes back to Daniel, and Daniel goes, where's your Lieutenant Michael? Well, he's somewhere else. And then Michael flying in a chariot. What do you think he's flying in? He's flying in some kind of device. Whatever it may be, it's spiritual, it may be connected to him, because I believe there's also, what do you call them, bro? They're crafts, but they're alive, and they're connected to like one person who is the actual driver, and they're connected themselves, so they're organic, they're like a life form. So just like the angels, you know, an angel could be a planet, like this could be the female part of God here, creating. We are a extension of God. And I didn't get my candy. I got one candy. One thing candy. I'm getting a headache. I'm talking too much, bro. Let me get fucked up again. I'll holler at you later.